Hello, everyone, and welcome to Girls Run These Worlds. We are doing, and I am the keeper, Sade, or Ambrose, she, they pronouns. And we are picking up from where we left off for Arcane Core Seekers, episode 2, In My Head. As we are getting ready to get started and picking up where the juicy drama left off, we're going to go run down with our cast members, starting with Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham, pronouns she, they, and I'm playing Cordelia, the monstrous, and her pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. Red.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Megan Frost, the crooked, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Cool. And Jazz.
What up? My name's Jazz. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Mo Jackson, the professional. Her pronouns are she, her.
Cool. We're going to do a quick recap of what had happened in episode 1, Secrets. Megan, with her crew as backup, meets with Elle at Central Park to provide the information she gathered on S12's handler, Theo, and Elle states that she will provide help in Megan's search. What that help is, who's to say? We definitely found out, but it sounded very ominous at the time. Cordelia meets with R&D researcher Jack, who is helping her with finding a way to reverse her immortality and gain a human body back. Together, they find out that she would need a compatible body, Dawn root, 2 extra ingredients that unsure of what those are at the moment, as well as one of the most hardest ingredients to get, celestial essence or blood. Mo questions an imprisoned transcendent class entity known as the Doll Maker to get more information on enchanted items that have been lost. In talking to them, they ask some invasive questions that of their own that leave Mo a bit rattled. All of S12, minus Millie, suspiciously, get an emergency summons to the Arcane Core HQ, receiving an alert that personnel with experience in revival are needed. They arrive to one of the offices on the 5th floor and are confronted with the revelation that Jack Olsen, Ben Giles Olsen's husband, has been revived with the objective to heal someone named Chris. Who revived them? Who's to say? Jack had been brought to the core by frightened detective Damien and persistent Doulahan Willow. No one is aware of the cause of Jack's revival, but in the meantime, Jack will be going through some tests to assure he isn't a threat to the core in any capacity. Megan, prompted by Willow, states that she can help find Ezra with her new magic abilities granted to her by Elle. It becomes clear that Willow had bought another Fae afterwards, named Jessie, to help with finding more information about Theo in her search to assist. So that was the thing that was happening, not the actual big emergency that definitely did happen. Cordelia, Megan, Willow, and Jessie witness through magic that Ezra is actually alive and well, and is witnessed talking with Millie. Is there anything I left out or forgot, players? You can think of important that I lost, that I forgot. Cool. Then before we get started, Iris, Cordelia, can you tell people you leveled up last session because you
Yes.
kept on rolling and failing. You failed 5 times total, and I was like, oh wow, that's great. Good for you, but also it's first episode. So what level up did you take?
Yes, I took Unnatural Appeal from the Monstrous playbook. So now I can add Weird instead of Charm when I try to sort of persuade people.
Sweet. Awesome. Cool. Very helpful. And without further ado, let us get started. We are going to be picking back up at the core on the 5th floor, getting coffee, because apparently they do have coffee there. Damien, trying to not be awkward, but probably failing very badly, is following you to where coffee is being made. They usually probably have an espresso machine as well as like a pot of coffee because they can be fancy if they want to. All he wants is just like a random bodega type of coffee is the best way to get. You got it. So you all are walking your way over there. Don't talk all at once.
Yeah, Mo's also trying not to be awkward and is failing at it.
So we both are not used to socializing, is what I'm getting the vibe of.
I mean, I socialize. I got people.
I also have people. Your people tend to be a ghost, and young adults is the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
a guy that seemed to want to avoid you at all costs.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on about that.
What is that? Who is that? Do I know? I've never seen them before.
Oh no, I don't think you know them.
Okay.
Him a handler, our handler.
Oh.
But kinda, sort of. It's a long story. You remember, back when we first met, we did a whole bunch of stuff that we probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. I'm not even the core, and I can understand that that's exactly what y'all were doing.
I mean, look, I'm not saying that I regret it because I don't, but I do think that maybe some rules that were bent could have been not bent. I didn't see any way out at the time, but I understand why people are upset. Anyway, all this to say, we kind of been putting time out for a while.
Okay. That seemed like that was happening.
Yeah, paperwork.
So
desk work.
Theo not talking to you is the reason for that?
I guess. I thought, I kind of thought they'd be happier to see me, but I guess not.
I mean, do you want to talk to them again? Like, looks around to see if you can see them.
I mean, I kind of get the feeling they're not going to be found if you don't want to be, but,
Well, anyway. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Bored. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not really meant to be stuck behind a desk and not out there doing stuff. So these last few weeks have been kind of hell. But I mean, aside from that, I'm fine.
You sure?
Looking at no. I can't really talk about it. I had a really rough morning. How are you though? Because I haven't seen you since,
Right. I am getting the vibe that you like changing subject and thinking people don't notice. I'm good. I'm okay. It's been. I thought it was going to calm down, and then it didn't. Found out that we have a bigger Fae population in Freyton than I thought. It's not just the coroner's office. It's 10% of the town, just in general.
10%, damn.
Yeah, it's apparently a nice place to be. It's surrounded by woods. It's calm, and it's easy to get to their realms through there. Is the best way to put it. They don't bother people. Sounds like it, but kind of important to know who to talk to. It seems to be their thing. So everyone's been helpful on that. Isha has been very helpful. Willow, though, doesn't talk that much to me, is extremely helpful. And it made me wonder if I should look further into it. I've wondered if I'm assuming that y'all finally get to the coffee machine.
Yeah.
So like y'all get to the coffee machine. He looks oddly around for like an empty clean mug. He's like, oh, there's one, and starts pouring the pot. He's like, I'm wondering if I've actually encountered supernatural things before and didn't know it. I guess is the best way to put it.
Honestly, more likely than not, they were good at hiding, and except for when they're not, obviously.
Except for when they're not, like someone taking possession of a Doulahan to murder people in my town.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a big flag of here's the strange and unnatural.
Yeah. Well, as far as introductions, I feel like it's not too bad.
What was your introduction? Sorry, that's the GM smirk. It has nothing to do with. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Vampires.
Vampires.
Mm-hmm. You know, classic. Fangy. Stalks the night. Drinks blood.
Mm-hmm. So did you just roll up on one? Did one attack you?
That is a conversation for later date. When I've not had a hell of a
Got you.
Yeah.
And he
That's
slowly takes
one
out
of those,
another mug and like pours
we know
a cup
each other
for
wild
you.
conversations.
Here's another cup. He's pouring another cup for you, and just like milk.
Just awkwardly. No, she drinks it black.
Okay, so
she'll just like, you know, it's really fun. She takes the mug and she like turns away and just starts downing it, even though it's scalding hot, and then she goes,
"You're." Yeah.
you planning on sticking around long?
But today, or just in
Oh, sure. I mean, anything. You got plans later? No,
what?
that came out wrong. I'm sorry.
Plans
like I just wanted to get to know you better.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm confused, but yes, sure. There's definitely a bar in New York City. There has to be. Let's like go around the corner. There's definitely one. I'm also like, I think in Midtown Hotel. So a hotel in Midtown.
Cool. Well, if you want to catch up later, that'd be cool. I gotta track down one of my kids. So,
you mean one of your team? Okay.
One of my team.
I'm just checking.
They're young, you know. They're practically. They might as well be kids, except for Cordelia, I guess. Although she acts like a 12-year-old sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I got that vibe. Though my understanding is Cordelia and Megan are related, right?
Yeah. How'd you know?
They said it last time. They made the same face at me, and it was kind of surreal.
Well, yeah, no, that's real. That's a weird coincidence.
It is.
And I don't really believe in coincidences. Not working here. So.
I might not have known your cell that long, but I'm wondering if y'all are just a magnet for the beyond supernatural at this point.
I don't know what you mean.
You're really bad at lying. Sounds like but
I'm out of practice.
It's so good. Raises his mug. But I guess I'll be around. I was gonna try to find someone to talk to about the hunter registry. Is that a thing? Like,
yeah. We got we got like, what is the word? We got like freelance type style.
Yes.
If that's what you're feeling, or you can register with the Corps and go through training and all that jazz if you want. So
I'll ask someone. It's just, again, I didn't really expect it to operate
I can
this way.
Point you in the right direction.
Oh yeah, please, by all means. Yeah. It's just that I thought that this. I don't know what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking supernatural in regards to like it's like an underground situation where, like people are like in a grungy tavern, and that's their meeting place, not an operating factory that is hidden by magic and actually has operating floors.
Yep.
And a coffee maker. He looks at the coffee maker. And espresso.
Sorry, coffee. I mean, like, they could make better coffee, I feel like. Put it in the budget somewhere.
There's a budget. Okay. Anyway, yes. If you can just point me, and I'll talk to you later. And he pats his jacket, and he's like, I'm staying at the Marquis Hotel, I think is what it's called. So
Marquis, cool.
Yeah. He writes that down on a piece of paper and hands it to you.
All right. I'll hit you up, and we'll we'll talk some more, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have my number too. So.
I do.
This is. I'm gonna leave now.
All right. Yeah. No. Bet. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Yep.
Great to see you again. Oh.
It's good to see
And
you too.
he awkwardly backs up and walks in a direction that you point him out to find somewhere to register about or learn more about being a hunter, probably on this floor or not. As he's leaving, Janice comes around the corner probably coming from the medic wing and starts walking up to you. And she passes by Damien, like jerks chin at each other is the best way to be like, yeah, what's up, kind of thing. And then heads over to you. Like, well, that was a morning.
Yeah. I need more coffee. Damn. I'll just pour myself another cup. I'll drink it slower this time though.
Instead of scalding, like just
instead of scalding my throat.
Yeah, hopefully you're okay.
She's
fine. Like, so, despite awkward conversations aside, looks over to like Damien walking away because she was walking up and hearing that.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's fine. It's fine. The information that we found out from our associate in confinement. First of all, we should probably get on finding out more information about that journal that they were talking about. It's kind of important, especially if one is affected already.
Yeah.
We just don't know what the effects are. Hopefully it's not deadly or long-term deadly.
Yeah. I mean, the way that they were talking about it, it kind of sounded intense. So I imagine at the very least it'll leave some kind of trail.
Probably. I'm just wondering who Chris sold it to, I guess is the best way to put it. If it's just given, it sounds like someone that was unaware of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that they would buy it if they knew what it was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know what they would have been after if it's just like a journal that they don't know what it's about. I don't see what the value in that would be.
There might be more to that, or what it might be able to do. An entity like that making something for someone with the intent to harm.
Yeah.
It might have a lot of caveats to it. So I would suggest, and I've told Aurora already, that to get your team assembled for that whenever you can. Just also finding out what was it? Andy Cross?
I think so. Something like that. Yeah.
So that's something, and in Brooklyn. So you got some stuff to work with. But, and she moves a little closer to you and tries to like keep her voice low. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. Why does everybody keep... I'm fine. I'm good.
You said some things.
They were just things. Just words. Whatever they wanted to hear.
I know. But the thing is, they don't give information if you're not telling the truth. It's okay. I know you, Mo. I know you're not going to do anything risky. It's just...
Me? Risky? Come on.
Not when you say it like that. She says in this like...
Ma'am, with all due respect, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to be put in a position where I'm going to have to make a decision like that. So, as far as I'm concerned, there's just words.
Okay. I'm just checking. And if you ever feel like you're in that position, you don't have to tell me. You can tell Aurora if you want to. Or Theo. You see him around again.
Yeah, it's a big if. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't mean to sass. I
You don't
understand
have to
that.
apologize to me. But I would say get on that as soon as possible. Or probably might do some debriefing, but you do need to do the research on your own. And get your team here. I have no idea where Millie is.
Yeah, I was about to track them down. I'm not entirely sure. They've been kind of scarce lately, so I should check in on them and see if they're okay.
Okay. If you need me, I'll be around. I'll be checking in on our revived guest. She says with a tight smile. And she bows her head and she walks off. I am going to transition back to Cordelia and Megan now. Left off in Megan's hideout / place to rest, sleep place. What are y'all doing? You just saw that Ezra and Millie were talking, shadow person in their apartment that tried to come through the mirror. Before they got there, you were able to shut it off. And Cordelia had a little bit of a upset moment about finding out people are just being revived all over the place. And there's that. So, take it away.
What do we do now?
I mean, we could check in with Mo, see if we have any next steps.
Do
What
you
are
think?
you? Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think she knows?
It doesn't seem like Millie and Ezra wanted to share this with us. I don't know why, but it seemed between the two of them. So I can't imagine that she does.
Well, what do we want to do? Like, and this is Jesse talking. It's like, we could cause chaos, which is what I love doing. Or we can look into what my main objective for being here is, looking into Theo.
Wonder if I can do the same trick for Theo.
I just like how he said that. It's like, what if I could do the same? Yes, if you would like to roll for it, go for it.
Yeah, sure. Let's
You
do
just
it.
surprised me. I should have known better, but
Okay. So, use magic.
you know, they do. Well, okay.
Sorry, what?
All right, so you don't have a glitch. You're fine.
Yeah.
Advanced hit, but you have to level up advancement. So okay, so you go through this. You're doing the same process to look into.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I would say when you do that, so you're like, you go back to the mirror after. It's like, I wonder if this will work on Theo too, and you like hop over to the mirror. You do it a little quicker. Like you're like, okay, I got the gist now. You see first the mirror blacks out first. So it did something a little different than it did before. Before it like kind of looked like it was shifting, like it was a glare that went over it, and then it was like looking into a window versus a mirror. This time it blacks out, like something is blocking it, and then it's like the center starts kind of refocusing or trying to refocus. And you see slowly kind of blurred before it starts focusing. You see Theo, looks like they're still on the 5th floor somewhere, probably not in the main opening area, working on something. And checking their phone regularly. They're doing that thing where, and you're not used to this. Now that you know what Theo looks like, that's another thing, because that's the only reason why this worked. I'm just letting you know, like, that's important. So good for you. Like, I was, again, still surprised. And I was like, oh, right, you can do that now, yes. They have a very stoic face, but they're doing that thing that people do, like their knee is jumping a little bit. They're kind of tapping their fingers. Nervous is the best way to put it. And Then they keep on looking to their phone, scrolling through as if they're waiting for something or they're nervous about something. And you roll weird again. Just not use magic, just weird. Cool. So you notice this. It's like they suddenly stop being nervous, and then they kind of straighten their back, and then they kind of look around, because acting as if they know someone's looking at them. And they are looking closer to where the reflection is coming from, where you're looking at them from.
Once she like recognizes that, she immediately like tries to break the connection.
As you were breaking the connection, I don't know if it would work, but can I attempt to read Theo as they're through the scry, or
How are you planning on doing that? That's my question.
Mm-hmm.
This is depending on because you got a couple ways to read people. That's why I was like, how are you gonna do that?
I mean, it seems like what does Cordelia know about Theo?
Right now, all you know is that Theo is your handler, but they might not, based off of this interaction and like maybe looking Megan's looking into Theo. Someone asked, Elle asked Megan to look into Theo. There might be something more to Theo, so they might be a magic user. Maybe you don't know anything else other than that. So I'll give you this. What are the two options what are you planning, or what's some ways you want to look into Theo this way?
It seems like Theo maybe is letting off out like less than he actually is understanding, or words that came out completely wrong.
We're all there today. It's
yeah,
okay.
I know it's a weird day. I think I am going to, with the intent of thinking it's going to fail, try and use my like monstrous empathy. What is it? Monster empathy. Just to see if it lands at all.
Go for
knowing it might not, because
go for it.
And
just let me know, because I'm trying to remember. Just let me know what the things are.
Yes, so it is.
I don't have it.
First things first. I'm rolling. Oh God!
Okay, did something happen on a miss?
No.
Nothing happens on a miss. Okay, so
I was gonna say, man, studying the
supernatural
duo
creature desires.
I think Cordelia does that.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, that's so cool. Okay, mark experience. I'm so sorry. I will say, if you fail again, you can just roll with your dice. Just because I want you to be able to get some stuff, even if you got your level up.
Yep.
So nothing happens on a miss, right? Like it doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say anything, no. I know that my other one, it like gives me a bad impression, but this doesn't seem to have anything like that.
Okay, so for this one, I'm going to say that it's not a major consequence. As soon as Megan starts picking up that Theo is getting wise to what Megan's doing, and as you use monster empathy, it kind of helps funnel it a little bit more, unfortunately, for them on that side, because now several things are tipping them off that they're being looked at. And just as the mirror like fades away, they just almost make eye contact with one of you. You made it just in time, peeps. Ooh, that was exhilarating. So Jesse.
Wow.
So how was he able to do that? Mortals can't do that. Like, it's not that easy.
Well, Millie had something too that kind of alerted to her presence. Well, I think that's what the shadows were. We've seen them around her, or them before.
Have you seen them before? Have you seen them before?
I believe so. GM, I think Megan has.
Yeah, you have. You all have.
Yeah.
Y'all seen those things. But they just look different this time because they're walking around versus staying on. That's the only difference. You're not sure if it's a worrying difference, but that is, oh, they weren't walking around before, now they are. So that's about it.
They were very similar before.
Okay. Seems like y'all have a lot of stuff going on. I like this. I don't always leave my little hole. This is exciting. All right, sorry. So next, what are we doing?
I imagine like Megan kind of just like pulls her jacket, like puffs her jacket a little bit. It's like, well, Elle didn't pick me for nothing.
That's right. She didn't. But what are we doing next? We're gonna keep on going after Theo?
I think it might be in our best interest to not push too hard on Theo in case he gets
Do we
weary.
want to have Jesse like follow Theo or like from a distance?
I can do that. Yes.
If Jesse wants.
Yeah, like Jessie definitely wants. Jessie like is still on top of the boxes and she's like kicking her feet. Yes. That's exactly what I want to do. I can do that. No worries.
We can go find Mo.
Okay, cool. And then as you give Jessie that directive, they swipe their hand and then it just seems like they go invisible. That same energy that you saw before Cordelia is there. It's different from ghost energy, but it has the same kind of telltale effects is the best way to put it. And then you see the door open and is left open for y'all because she's not gonna like just close it because y'all are leaving too. Willow's there with you too, and it's like, yeah, well, I am going to go somewhere else, I guess, unless you need me to be with y'all for some reason.
I think we're fine unless you want to be.
Sure. Like Willow, like just writes herself, and it's like, I'll follow y'all, and until someone tells me to stop following them, and then follows you out. So you're gonna meet up with Mo, right? All right. I would say at that moment, if you're going to go back to the 5th floor meet up, where would y'all normally meet up for conference? Would y'all find a place to do that, or do you have like you can just make one up? It's totally fine.
Mom,
I leave that
what do
to
you
Mo.
think?
Yeah, it's like I imagine Mo like probably has a classroom for us of some sort.
That's what I was going to say. Is I feel like as the ostracized team of misfits, we have like a basement corner. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like how in like those police offices they have like the dusty corner office for the least liked team. Yeah,
I'm getting X-Files vibes from Mulder's
Yeah.
office.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you'll have a dusty corner classroom kind of place, probably in a far back area of the 5th floor, because this is where everyone kind of meets up, or this or another floor that has a similar structure. So y'all meet up again. This time, not because there's a hustle and bustle of people staring in through a glass window to find out what was going on with the revival person. It's quieter. Things have died down. Take the scene away.
We got a kid. Why is Willow here?
Why would I not be here?
Are you a part of our team?
She
Not
came in
that
with
you
the dead
should-
guy.
I came in with a dead guy.
I feel like
Yeah.
she can be useful.
Okay, that's fine. So we got a case. What's up?
Just so you know, there is another Fae running around. Jessie, the receptionist.
The receptionist? Jessie the receptionist?
Yeah.
I don't know if you were supposed to say that. Willow says to you.
Mo's gonna find out. Like, sometimes
Why?
you have to give Mo some things, otherwise Mo gets angry.
I don't know. Okay, first of all, I don't get angry.
Oh no, it's
I
happening.
get concerned. I don't get angry. I get concerned about certain things because y'all be up to stuff without me knowing, and it makes me look bad in front of the higher ups. also puts you in ridiculously dangerous situations that I got to drag you out of. So yes, thank you for telling me. Why is Jesse running around here?
Real quick, to be fair, I make sure no one finds out about my shenanigans.
What shenanigans, Cordelia?
Well, I don't have any going on right now.
Mm-hmm. My
But
inside
if
check.
you're good at
I'm
hiding them,
sorry.
she told you.
Can you, Cordelia? I'm sorry to bully you. Can you roll manipulate someone, please?
At least it's plus weird now.
You can do plus weird now. Yes, so go for it.
There
These
are
aren't
reasons
the
I
droids
took
you're
this.
looking for.
Oh, come on.
Wait, no. Did you do it with the?
Oh,
No, you did. Did you? Wait, did you do it with Yeah, you did it with weird.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
So you literally rolled two. Okay. All right. Next time, just roll your dice. I'm sorry. I think I'm just
Level
gonna
up coming up.
level up coming up.
Mark
If you want to
experience.
try a digital dice again, it's totally up to you. But like, just
Yeah,
to
no,
balance it out, if you want to get successes, by all means,
I'll
try your
text my
dice.
wife to bring me up my dice right now.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
So, is it safe to say that Mo doesn't believe that?
Yeah, Mo definitely doesn't believe that. You know that Cordelia's up to some shit. You just don't know what it is, obviously, but Cordelia's doing something. Cordelia has shenanigans that are active right now.
I'm gonna look at Megan to see if she's in on it.
Don't look at me. I don't know what she's up to. I got my own stuff.
Y'all
That's
are
not-
extremely entertaining. With us.
Thank
Maybe
you.
do like coming
Thank
with
you.
us.
You're welcome.
Have y'all seen Millie?
Kinda.
Kinda? What is
No.
kinda?
Kind of, yes.
Through a mirror.
What?
Magic.
You really need to ask that? We're monster hunters.
Yeah, but Millie's one of our team. Why are you watching Millie through a mirror?
So we wasn't intentionally supposed to be Millie. Millie just happened to be there. We were watching Ezra.
And maybe we wouldn't have had to be spying if they would have just come to us, but I digress.
Ezra was there?
And
were they?
alive, seemingly.
Ezra was alive?
That's what it looked like.
Where?
Can I tell where? Oh yeah, it was Ezra's apartment, right?
Yeah, you knew it was like, I don't know if you've been there, but he was in an apartment, and you assume maybe it was his apartment. So it's a guess. That's the best way to put it.
It was an apartment. It could have been his. It looked bookish.
Looks bookish.
Like a study?
If I
It
had
looked
to
like a
attribute
place
it
Ezra
as
would
a
live,
single
okay?
attribute to the apartment, it would be nerdy.
So, okay, hold on. He's been alive?
I don't know that. I just know that he is now. We came straight to
And
you to
he
tell
wasn't gonna tell us?
Right? I mean,
she's the messenger, Mo. We're not keeping secrets. We told you stuff.
Okay. Why don't we? Damn. I mean, like, if he's alive, then we might as well use him too. We got a case, is what I'm trying to say.
oh, thank God.
Gather the team. We got to track down a journal.
A journal.
I guess, yeah, a journal. Some eldritch being presence in it. It's a long story, but basically, if it remains out in the world for much longer, it's going to cause some serious damage. Might have already caused a lot of damage now. So what we got to do is track down this journal, track down other artifacts. Journal first, though.
Other artifacts? There's more than one?
Yeah.
Do you often lose things like this?
No, not well.
Did we ever have them in our possession?
They weren't ours.
So yeah,
I don't
we
think.
didn't lose it. We never
Yeah,
had
we
it to
did-
begin with.
Yeah, we
I
didn't lose
understand.
them.
Okay.
We didn't lose them, but we're responsible for retrieving them. So what we're going to do is we are going to text Millie, does Ezra have his phone?
Yeah.
I imagine. So I do imagine that we've probably tried to contact Ezra before
Yeah, that's
this
what I
and
was
haven't
thinking.
I
heard
wouldn't
back.
have thought to use his phone because he
Oh, no one's
wouldn't
just
know how to
using
use
Was a
it
ghost.
anymore. But now that you know that he's
Oh,
alive,
that's fair.
maybe, so.
Okay. Troublemakers, I need your advice. Do we let Ezra know that we're in on it,
No,
or do we just let it be
let it be.
and trust that he'll come to us when he's ready?
I don't see why he needs to know. I mean, it seemed like he was going to come to us when he was ready.
I think he's new at the troublesome thing. So I don't know if he knows when to come to people yet.
Why did y'all make this so damn complicated on me?
Look at us.
What did we do?
Nothing.
What didn't y'all do?
Y'all actually did. Who are you?
I'm Willow Weaver. Nice to meet you again, Mo.
Was
That's not what
expression?
you were asking me. That's not what you were
No.
asking me.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I was
Mm-mm.
just sorry.
No, it's fine. No, I should have been more direct. What are you doing here with the team again?
I'm on standby right now. I am here to assist in any way. I need to find out more information about Jack Olson, and until he goes through his tests, I am here. I would love to go back home, but I cannot.
Okay, that is fair. Might as well put you to good use. Okay, we won't tell Ezra for now. We will let's give it a week. Is that too long?
We can always change the time if something comes up.
That's fair. It's not urgent right now. We could use his bookishness, but like if the core don't want us to know and he don't want us to know, then we might as well pretend we don't know. Okay? So text Millie, tell them to come get their ass over here, and we can get started on this case. God, I got too many kids.
How's coffee?
I'm sorry, what?
How was coffee?
Coffee was coffee. What do you mean?
Do you enjoy it?
It's black.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
Yeah,
Hi,
I
empathy,
don't.
Mo.
Why are you asking? Why are you asking about coffee?
Oh, you went and got coffee with the detective person, right?
Oh,
House
Is
coffee.
that
yes.
house coffee? Is that what you mean by house coffee?
Coffee
That
was
was what I
fine.
meant.
All y'all, we don't gotta talk about this. We don't gotta talk about this. Coffee was awkward.
How can coffee be awkward? It's coffee. It's bitter, unless you add like sugar and
No,
milk.
we're not talking about the coffee.
Preferably with oat
This is
or
one
almond
of those
or
things
cashew
that we are
nut,
not actually
with
being
actual
direct. We need to be direct. We weren't talking about the coffee. We're talking about something else.
I understand.
Okay. Anyway, I'll text Millie. Case, get here ASAP. That's it.
I would say you put this in like a. Do you want to put it in a group chat? Because I can imagine y'all actually have a group chat.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And Ezra is in that chat too. I'm just letting y'all know y'all are all in the same cell together still.
Oh, good, perfect.
So if you wanted to do that, you can just like pop that in there. So it takes a few. Like I'm assuming y'all are all gonna set up and you send out the message. After like a minute or two, you see someone responding back, and then you see, got caught up. Be there in 15 minutes.
Okay. I guess I should. Is Aurora around? We should probably report to her if she's our handler. She's probably the one handling the case details.
Mhm.
Okay.
So remember that whole. So while Millie's coming, this would be. I'm assuming the time that y'all do research into whatever this is.
Yeah.
So technically, since it's not Theo this time, voice on the phone would be Aurora. If you wanted to like reach out to her.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I know how to play this game.
To be fair, it's a remove I made up. So for y'all. So if you wanted to do that, or if y'all wanted to do separate research into this, you can totally do that. Or if there's something else you want to do during
Honestly,
this time while you're waiting.
I don't want to do it without Millie in the room yet. So I guess I'll just do like preliminary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the shit. Try to avoid talking about Damien. Yep.
Cool. Is there anything else either of you wanted to do before Millie gets in? Otherwise, I will speed through to 15 minutes later.
Oh, yeah. Mo, one other thing I want to tell you before Millie gets here. There were weird shadow beings around Millie and Ezra. Don't know what that's about. Just want to tell you.
Okay. Should we be concerned?
I don't know. Millie's the magic expert.
I mean, to be fair, I've helped Millie control magic in the past. I don't see why. Like, obviously, this seems new, but
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you know?
not in the faintest.
Did you
Brilliant.
want
I have
to do
ideas.
investigate a mystery to find out what those might be? Because that does fall under the investigate a mystery concept.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I didn't see them.
So since y'all saw them, whoever saw them, roll investigate a mystery.
I have actual dice now.
Okay.
Hey,
There you go. All right. So Megan, you got a full success. And what did you get?
What is my sharp?
How
Plus
about
1. I got an 11.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Wow, we get
So
to
y'all
know
have-
everything
Actual
about
roll.
those things.
So y'all have, I
Yes.
think y'all have like 3 questions. So did you want me to just like give you answers based off of those? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like, if there's one question you do not want to ask, then by all means.
I mean, I think the biggest questions, or at least in my mind, is like, what sort of creature is it, and what can it do?
Okay, so if this is, you've seen shadow people before, so like along the lines of apparitions. Normally, if this is what it is, shadow people tend to stem from one major emotion of some sort. They can be like remnants of people that's left behind, the negative parts of people, and given form. Normally people can't see them unless like they can manifest that much energy, and then you can see them out of the corner of your eye and stuff like that. So it seems like, I think you saw, how many did y'all see? Did I say 1 or 2? How many did you?
I think I want to
2,
say
3.
I was in the 3. Yeah.
You saw all 3. Yeah, I think you did actually see all 3. Just because of the nature of looking through the mirror, I think you were able to like pick up on magic without barrier, I guess is the best way to put it. So you're getting the vibe of that these are 3 shadow people that are based off of 3 emotions, or 3 very strong emotions. What was the other question? What can it do?
Yeah.
They can, I'm trying to see how to word this. They can suggest things to Millie for them to do. And they can have a very strong impact on the result of what happens when they do those things. Maybe. If they're following Millie around, that's probably what they're doing. You can ask. I would say, hey, okay, since y'all did so well, and unless like there's more questions you want to ask, if you want me to ask each of you one more question that you come up with, you can do that.
Can I ask what was it going to do?
What was it going to do when it was coming towards y'all?
Yeah.
It wanted to find out who was looking in and attempt to harm who was doing that, if it could.
That seems sort of jumping the gun a little bit, but okay. I think that's all I want to know in particular.
Do you have any unique questions for me?
The only thing I could think of, and I'm not sure we'd really know this, is if we could tell, like, get a vibe for like what emotions they were.
The one that was coming towards you, that's the only one you can figure out because it was kind of obvious. The other ones were kind of like moseying is the best way to put it. So they weren't really reflecting anything. Something aggressive, wrathful, or angry is the one that was coming for you.
Okay. I mean, you would jump the gun a little bit if you were wrath.
Yeah. I like just like Iris is like jumping the gun a little bit, but okay. And I'm like, you don't understand.
That makes sense.
So yeah, cool. I would say that y'all have one. So what I'm gonna do, just because y'all succeeded so well, and you only used. Oh, it is only 2 hold. I thought it was 3. That's my bad. Never mind. You used everything you had. Cool. All right, so that's what y'all do. All right. If there's anything else y'all wanted to do, I'm gonna say Millie. After 15 minutes pass, Millie comes stumbling through, has like a messenger bag. Millie looks like bookishly gothic, has trimmed bangs that are stark white to the front, but jet black in the back, short up to here. Wears glasses, round glasses, circle frame glasses. Tends to have like a sweater with a button up underneath it. Buttons. Has a piercing through the bridge of their nose, as well as like a few piercings on their ears. They look it's not nervous, like they just look frazzled is the best way to put it, as they slide to the door, carrying their messenger bag. Hey, sorry I'm late. That's on me. MTA. Really sucks. I'm just gonna sit. Did I miss anything? And walks in.
No, we haven't started yet. Really? You good?
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah.
Did you hear about the dead guy that came back?
Dead guy.
Okay.
What dead guy?
They weren't.
Oh,
there
you mean
for
like
that.
the emergency thing?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Surprisingly, someone that we knew. I guess almost knew. It was Jack Olson, Ben Giles' husband.
Huh. How?
It's a good question.
We don't know yet. They're trying to figure it out right now.
Half the reason he came here.
Cool. Slowly like sinks down into a chair next to Cordelia, across from Mo. It's like, so, is there anything new happening or we're doing, or we're looking into the dead guy, or we're looking into
no, we got something different. Willow, you
Willow's
remember
here.
Willow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi. How you doing?
Yep.
And then Willow just jerks their head. I was told that this is a form of greeting, as well, when you jerk your jaw towards someone, and so it's just, yeah, thank you for that. But yeah, Willow's here, and we're looking into something else, not the dead guy.
Not the dead guy. Yeah.
What are we looking into? Yet. Who's
I
the
mean,
dead guy? What? Wait. Okay. So is there? There seems to be more about the dead guy, but what are we looking into? Never mind. It's fine.
Okay, so we got a cursed item or some kind of weird evil journal thing we gotta find. It's supposed to be in the possession of someone named Andy Cross,
Okay.
something like that, somewhere in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Bad news. It's not good. So basically, whoever reads this journal gets cursed or something like that.
Do we know how?
Magic. You know, I don't know the first thing about that kind of stuff.
It could be there's so many ways to curse. You can cause death over time. It could cause infection. It could cause bad luck forever until you pass it on to someone else. It can mean a lot of things. Do you have any more? Do you know any more?
I flipped through my notes.
Oh no, fine, it's fine. You know that you did already kind of say everything. I think is the thing.
Why did you find out about this, by the way?
This morning.
Did Aurora tell you about him?
No. I was tapped to interview an entity we got in storage.
Oh.
Yeah. I kind of like very carefully avoid looking at Millie.
Okay.
Entity in storage.
It's not a fun place.
Were you in storage?
I don't know. I just made an assumption.
Roll and I'll roll odd and even.
Let's say even.
You were not in storage, so luckily
Couldn't catch me.
you've never been in that dink place.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I don't know if they could keep her there.
Yeah, I don't
They
know
tried.
if we could if they wanted to. Is the part of the thing, but yeah, you were never there. So no worries. So you found out about this from an entity. What kind of entity?
Transcendent.
Oh,
Yeah. Goes, well, I guess they said that we call them the doll maker.
interesting. I don't think I've ever heard, even meant transcendent entity before, or like, have we? I don't think so.
It was my first time too. Well, let me tell you, it was not the best experience. So if I'm a little cranky this morning, that is why.
I see. Okay. I will ask another time. So should we do research into that or?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to ask if Willow knows anything about like someone who calls themselves the doll maker. I'm not really expecting anything, but
Okay. How are you asking?
just like that, like
Have you heard anything about the doll maker?
Yeah.
Willow like raises an eyebrow. I don't believe so.
Okay.
I mean, if is that their actual name?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. What can you tell me anything about them?
Looks to Mo.
If they're a prick, I don't know.
That's a long list of things.
Yeah,
It's like half this room.
watch it.
Everyone looks
Myself
to you.
was included.
I want myself to be excluded. I don't know. They said they had a family once. They said that they knew what it meant to lose someone.
I see.
That also doesn't narrow it down very much.
It really doesn't. There's a lot of people that lose people.
Mhm.
What is this transcendent class? What is that classification for y'all?
Looks through my notes.
It's like cosmic entities.
It's
Right.
an
Yeah.
entity that has transcended beyond human understanding, reasoning, or physics.
Yep.
Think like
Thank
a
you.
fourth dimensional being.
Essentially, yeah. Best way to put
Yep.
it. So you say all that.
Yeah.
To allow. Okay. I was like, so the name suggests it, transcending beyond. What type of entity is it?
Was it Eldritch, did they say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
An eldritch transcendent being that has lost someone before. Did you want me to look into it?
I mean, yeah, I bet we could use all the help we can get on that front.
Would that cost anything?
Yes. It would.
Damn, I forgot who you were. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I have that effect on
I'm
people.
glad that you stopped asking those questions, Meg.
I learned somewhat. And then like also points out like Jesse was already given orders to help me. That's not my ask. Not my favor. To clarify why she didn't ask earlier.
you're not saying that out loud, right?
No,
Oh,
are
no,
you
she
saying
is.
that? Oh, you are saying that.
She's saying that out loud to Cordelia to like justify
Oh
herself.
my god.
Oh, orders from who?
You're so not
Who orders them around?
I
So are
don't
we just
know.
looking for a journal?
So about this journal.
So about this journal, hey, subject change. Mo lets it slide.
I learned it from you, Mom.
Yeah. So if you want me to do something to look into it, it will cost you.
I recommend
I
that
don't
as
know
a
if I'm
last
that
resort.
desperate. Yeah, I'm not that desperate.
All right. Offer will
Not yet.
stand indefinitely until you change your mind, because you probably will.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Of course. Anytime. I'm
What would
always
it-
here to serve.
Willow dear, do you have in mind what it would cost?
I tend to leave it open-ended so that I can ask for anything I want.
Would you be
Is that-
willing? Gosh, oh, sorry. Would you be willing to narrow that down just a little bit?
I would either ask for a piece of your hair, or your name, or blood, or something of you normally.
How about next I have blood, it's yours. Just a little bit.
Next to you have blood. Like
What a
your blood
weird
or
thing
someone
to
else's
say.
blood?
At the time, hopefully it's mine.
What is happening? Like Willow looks around.
That's Cordelia, that's a weird thing to say. Are you planning on coming back to life too? Because I really can't handle that.
Then no.
Coming back to
Why
life
would
too
I?
says
So journal.
Yeah. Says Millie. I was like, sure. Anyway, so I keep her talking. So how would you like to go about doing research about, and this is when I ask as a keeper, what would y'all like to do right now, separately? Did you want to, you can do different avenues to look up about, you have a couple of things, the journal, who Andy crosses, location, and the journal. I feel like I repeated myself. I'm sorry, my brain. But you have options to look into if you want to focus on certain things. And some of y'all have resources to utilize. So I will start with Iris. What would you like to do?
I'm more of a arcane inclined person, so I think I will look into the journal.
Okay. How would you like to go about looking into it? Did you want to do like research into the archives because there's probably a lore library or something around here. So if you're looking into the lore libraries at the Arcane core. See, this is everyone today. It's a +1 to investigate a mystery for you. If there's an alternative, of course, you can like throw anything my way to look into the journal. But if that's what you want to do, that's an option.
Yeah, no. I think I'll just use the resources at the Arcane Corp and
Cool.
just look for specifically like journals that or like cursed journals. Like obviously, it doesn't seem like we have had this in our inventory before, but I guess just like the means that they are cursed or what effects they artifacts like this have had in the past.
Okay, so
If that makes sense.
roll investigate a mystery for me +1.
+1. Gotcha. Oh God.
Are you kidding me?
The curse continues.
The 1 and a 3. I don't think that clears it.
1 and a 3, so 4, and then you have +1, and then what is your sharp?
+1.
I tried, man.
I mean, I've almost leveled up again.
That's true. That's true. So yes, mark experience. You can't find anything about this journal. The only thing you're able to find is that like there are hundreds of cursed journals. It is a little overwhelming. So it's one of those things where you're in your little classroom situation. You float around through to the lower library on the opposite side of the building. And you look at the section for cursed items, and then you narrow it down to journals, and then you realize how freaking huge it is. You have no idea where to look, and the way they classify it, you need a little bit more information besides it being a cursed journal.
Fair.
So yeah. So it's unfortunate you're not able to find anything. Red.
So, Megan, I imagine she goes and she sits down, like kicks her legs up, leans back, and starts texting. And she's actually going to text the crew.
The crew? You're going to text the crew?
And see if they know anything about Andy Cross in Brooklyn and this journal. If they've heard anything, like either on the internet, on like arcane black markets, of like, well, arcane like stolen goods. It's like that's kind of what we're meant, like we're into artifacts.
All right, cool. So you're just all right, I would say so. Let's role play this conversation now. So this is the whole group chat, correct? Yeah. Okay. So what are you sending? What is so like look up? So I'm looking for a journal, like a journal that's cursed. I'm
we
looking
know
black
anything
market.
about Andy Cross in Brooklyn and an Eldritch journal, Eldritch Transcendent journal.
Okay. So cat emoji responds ... So we're just not gonna talk. You're not just gonna answer any of my questions. Is what
I said, Faye.
That doesn't give me anything! Exclamation mark. At all.
What do you want?
I can do a search. It's just gonna take about 20 minutes to do a scan. So Eldritch Transcendent Journal, Black Market search, Deep Web search, all my usual scan, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, my liege, I will do the thing you ask me.
I was gonna say, like, while it's searching,
like the triumph emoji like 4 times.
What specific questions do you have?
Fey entity following you in Central Park that appeared out of thin air and left out of thin air. And now Fey revival ?
Well, Meg just essentially goes, remember the knife.
Okay.
Remember the Titans. Sorry. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. This is just like clip gold is all. So
really good tonight.
It really is. It's really good. But so the knife and this L have something to do with. That's who that was.
Yep.
You need to be more careful. That the bending reality to appear and vanish is usually not a low tier monster thing.
Oh, she's not low tier.
I know she's not. She says in all caps. Obviously. I know this about me already. She was like, I get it. Just that's dangerous. Hello? Question mark? What are we doing here? Ace responds back, chill, relax, it's okay, everything's fine, right? And it says it's like I think there's a card emoji, like an actual emoji for like a playing card. Is that, and that's he responds. And then you get another response and it's a wolf emoji, and it's just like, what did I miss? Question mark.
So she directly replies to the wolf emoji's message, be like, Faye deals. And then General is just like, I was more specific this time.
Well, thank goodness for that. And just instead of like an actual emoji, like the carrot emoji, like side-eyeing you is like the best way to put it. But it's like, fine, I will look into this journal. And it's going to take about, actually, can you just roll sharp for me? Just general sharp, not an investigative mystery situation. Depending on, look at you go. Just like get it. All right, so
I stole all Nurse's rolls today.
Yeah, it seems like it. I'm sorry. All right, so that's, it's gonna take less time to like look up, so things are gonna like start pinging in a bit. So I'll get back to you in a second, and you'll get a decent amount of information. Jazz, what
As
are you
she
doing?
waits, she kind of just leans back with her eyes closed and waits for a reply.
I love that you're doing so much work.
Just wait.
Yeah. So Mo is old. She's not old. She's just
Okay.
older. And I think that she hunts down a phone book. I think that's what she does. Yeah. Or Google's makes more sense, but phone book is
Google's
way more Google's.
The
Googles make more sense. But
So
aesthetically and considering everything, I feel like she would go to a phone book. So I think that she takes out a phone book and she just starts circling all the names, all the crosses that might be Andy or like Andrew or like Bertrand or like Antoinette.
Wow.
Right. Or like possibly initials ND. Start circling all of those, and then she's gonna call them one by one.
Oh my god.
And that's how she does research.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to roll. I don't think this is the best.
Everybody has everything covered, so I feel
so if this was Call of Cthulhu, I would have had you roll luck to find out if you find anything. But since that's not the case,
I feel like it might be a cool to like keep your cool with as many
people
you get mad at you.
Is it a cool or sharp? I'm gonna say cool, so go for it.
Just roll cool.
Just roll cool to see if you get frustrated with people on the phone at a certain point.
I can tell you already that I don't have to roll to tell you that she will get frustrated.
You get a mixed success. So I would say, so you circle about 30 plus Andys. You are going down the line one by one. I have a general question. I don't know who can answer this for me. Do phone books apply to like at home like phone numbers, or is it also mobile? Because I have not looked at a phone book in a very long time.
I think it's just at home.
I thought it was just at home. Okay, so so
how many people have a home line these
days?
Jazz,
can you give me odd or even?
Odds.
Good for you. So sorry. This is amazing. So luckily, so you don't get frustrated once you get to like the 15th Andy. by the time you get to like the 21st, the 22nd, Andy, it's actually Andy, Andy Cross. The phone rings. It rings, let's say 3 times. It's getting ready to go into the voicemail function. And just as it does get to the voicemail, someone picks up. Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Is this an Andy Cross?
That's me. People don't
Cool.
normally call my at-home number, but the phone number wasn't like a telemarketer or anything like that. So
Yeah, well, I didn't really have anything like a phone number or anything to go on. I'm just calling because I was wondering if you came into possession of a journal recently, or maybe not that recently.
why are you asking?
Oh, because it's mine and it was sold by accident,
Oh,
and I really want it back.
I mean, I don't think so. I came into possession of a book, but not a journal.
Oh, well, what's it look like? Describe it for me. Maybe this is
Well, it was a little bit sentimental. It reminded me of a book that I had when I was younger, so I kind of found it at like a bookstore. It's kind of the owner didn't know where it came from and said I could have it. So this is an extremely specific question. But no, I haven't gotten a journal.
well, is there a time we can meet up and maybe I can see if this is the book that I'm looking for? It really means a lot. It was in my family forever.
Okay, so roll to manipulate someone.
Oh boy. I don't think I've ever rolled this.
I know, I'm trying to work it in more often. So like, let's go.
Where even is it? Up here somewhere.
Should be in, like, a
Manipulate
drop
someone.
down. Yeah.
Bah! Charm? Oh shit, that's not good. I'm not charming.
Do your best. You got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you got a mix this. Good for you. So for a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. So
Okay.
if you ask too much, okay. So you ask like, can we meet up and talk about, it means a lot to me. Well, this book really means a lot to me, and like I'm fine if it is yours and it's meant to be yours, if it is your book, but I didn't think there was any more like it. So is it possible to maybe talk about it? Maybe like just talk about what it means to you, and maybe that sounds weird. Just
no, it's fine. Well, my husband was a librarian, and he really took care of his books. I wasn't really much of a reader myself, honestly, but it was precious to him, and I lost him a while back, and it's kind of the last thing I would have of him.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Where do you want to meet?
I don't know, New York.
Did you want to meet? You could just tell me a coffee shop. Where do you want to meet? Like, it doesn't have to be like
shop. Coffee shop's fine. Yeah, public place is fine. Yeah.
Are you like in Williamsburg, Brooklyn? Are you in Brooklyn? Maybe it might just be easier. I'll just find a public place.
Yeah. Brooklyn. Yep.
Cool. All right. There's like a really quiet book place that also sells coffee, so we can just and he like gives you the address for it. Cool. And you go. And now you have a location, and you actually talk to Andy. Just because you thought of something well out of the way of what I was ever thinking, which is going to a phone book. So,
she's in her mid to late 40s. Not that folks in their mid to late 40s would immediately reach for a phone book. I'm just saying.
I would say that it's worked so well for you before. Why not try it again? So not necessarily an age thing, just more like, hey, when in doubt, that phone book,
there you
baby.
Go. Analog, baby.
All right, so I'm going to give me 1 second because y'all have another team member. I'm doing a thing. So give me a second.
I imagine Mo looks so proud, and then Megan like leans up and has like essentially the same information.
Essentially, yeah. Cool. So, so we were gonna look into Andy Cross, which technically Jazzy looked into. Red, you looked into the journal itself and what it does or what it might be, and I would say Millie is looking into what made it. So like literally the entity. Okay. So y'all converge and share your information. Cordelia, you didn't find anything. So when you come back through the wall, you kind of come in downtrodden.
187 cursed journals, not books, just journals in our archives alone.
Oh, that's a lot. Damn.
Megan just like makes a note on her phone to check the journal, check the archive for journals and see if there's any can go missing.
Cool. So continue. Well, Millie will pipe up actually and say like, I found out some information about what might have made it. But I mean, if it is the right thing, if it is the correct thing, kind of going through journals and books that she got from a different location, not the same lore library, looking into what eldritch transcendent entities could potentially do. They will say, so it could make specifically, so eldritch beings, what they do, they don't, eldritch just means dark or sinister or wrong is the best way to put it. It doesn't necessarily, it comes from something. Like anything can become eldritch. Any entity can transcend to do that. So depending on what it is that it evolved from, it will depend on what its nature is. If it's a cursed item, it could be demonic. It could be a human that became more than. It could be a normal supernatural that gained more power. And so what I'm guessing through is that it can alter perception for people. It can make them go mad in another way. It can it could kill them slowly. It could do multiple things. But I would need a little bit more to know about. Unfortunately, we might actually have to look at it or be near it or see it is the best way to put it.
See, I don't know if I want any of y'all anywhere near this.
Not touching it, just we can experience.
Promise me you won't touch it.
We've been through the same trainings you have, Mo.
Yes,
but I've been in this business for a little bit longer than y'all.
I think Cordelia crosses her fingers behind her back. You can totally see it right through her. And she goes,
you also
yes,
see Millie
of course, I promise.
like if you see Millie do the same thing, but clearly you can't see through Millie. It's just like, yeah, we won't do that.
Megan's hands are up. She has no interest in touching this thing.
We won't do that. Of course not. Why would we touch it?
Don't touch the game. Anyway, okay.
Scout's honor.
Good. Good information. Thank you. I might have found the person that we're actually looking for.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did they give their pronouns?
Oh no. He him. So
Him. Okay.
that's for us, but like yes, like
I'll
they
just
did
use
not
they.
personally give
I
their
don't know.
pronouns over the phone.
I
Sorry.
didn't
No,
give
it's
my
fine.
name either, so
Yeah, that's fair. It's just like
Not a name, not a description.
there
Just
might be
No,
a reason. There
I'm just
might
gonna
be a reason for that. Just letting you know. Continue.
I completely forgot what I was saying.
Sorry.
Oh, pronouns. Yeah, they didn't call it a journal though. They called it a book. And we're meeting later to exchange, possibly talk about it, for me to look at it, basically.
Wow.
Look,
So the analog way of doing things really works.
Yeah, I tell you that it does. I don't need no texting. I don't need none of this computer crap or this magic crap.
Millie looks to Megan. It's like
Megan looks at her phone.
so Megan looks at her phone and sees in response. You were looking into what specifically?
The journal, like just anything that we can find about it as an artifact.
As an artifact
Period.
throughout the dark web. All right.
Yeah.
So actually, you do like so. The cat emoji gets back to you and says like this. If this is what I think it is, and like they just like drop links for you to look at. So this item, if this is the correct one, it's pretty old. It's been around for at least, when people have tried to date it, because some people never get to that point, is about 100 plus years old, maybe 200. But no one that has come into possession of it has ever looked into it long enough, because something happens to them normally. Not every instance. It looks like the description of it changes over time. So when you look at one person's instance of this item, it is described as something different. When it's given to someone else, it's described as something different. It's never described as a journal. It's described as something else. And you're not sure why that is, but it looks like, oh, it's something that falls into someone's possession, or someone like serendipitously passes it on to someone else, or they buy it because it reminds them of something, or whatever it might be. But no one has been able to track it until someone had tried to sell it along with a collection of other items. And then apparently someone had sold it to someone else from at an unknown location, and it seems to be redacted out or blurred out, whatever that place is. Every time someone tries to find out where that location is, it vanishes. So usually when that happens, and y'all are used to this, it has to do with either the core literally getting rid of that information, or other magical parties getting rid of that information. And it has been lost since, so no one knows where it went after that. And this happened recently, within the last 2 years. 3 years. Last 3 years. The last 3 years is when someone had gotten a hold of it and then sold it to someone. It was a part of a collection of other items.
Okay. Megan just sighs and then like hands her phone to Mo and like relays all the information to the group.
Squints at it. I'm just kidding.
No, that visual's in my head now.
Megan takes it, zooms in, hands it back.
Yeah, thank you. This is pretty good.
It's like we're a team and we all work together to find information. Yeah.
Anyway,
tell each other everything and just share that for the better good of the goal of our group.
I feel like I need to make you roll something.
Cordelia, you sure you're okay?
I'm not going to do it. Millie's just going to like look at you and raise an eyebrow, like, what?
I'll roll plus weird. Try and like manipulate. Just glaze over that if you want.
Sure, yeah. Roll weird to glaze over that.
Okay. Choose some different dice from the last one. Since okay, double fours. Okay, yeah, that's an 11.
Awesome. Okay, so you're able to like quickly like, what? I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, it's done. It's totally good. It's like, okay. Yeah, anyway, so we got enough to look into, and we were meeting with this guy. Sandy Cross.
We?
Yes, we. Are you going to go by yourself?
You know, I didn't think that far ahead. Yeah, Quartz can come with me. It doesn't have to be an excursion.
Excursion?
Excursion. It's his word.
No, it's fine. I loved it.
You see this redacted location in this article? That means someone's either the core knows about it, which its own set of problems, or someone very powerful magically has been involved in this. I think all of us might need to go.
I didn't exactly mention all y'all when I was talking to him then.
I mean, we can.
We could just like, we could just be sneaky. Like we're. Oh, I don't know about you, Cordelia. Millie looks at you, but you can just go invisible, right? Yes. And we can. We're just two people. Me and Megan just getting a coffee and reading a book. You know, like we're good.
All right. Yeah. I'm comfortable with that as long as you don't jump in and you don't touch the damn book.
You said not to touch the entity, not the book.
No, I said don't touch the book. The book.
The book. Sure.
What if, okay, just playing out a scenario. He says, actually, no, I think that I want to keep possession of the book. I'm just going to slip it back into my bag. So sorry. Thank you for coming to meet me, but no. What if the only way is to just sort of sneak on into his bag and take the book?
We could also swipe the bag.
I was about to say, I feel like, here's the thing.
You know you need us. You know you do.
I mean, it worked last time. We got Ezra's.
Yes. Okay. Last resort. Okay. I'm going to try to talk them into giving it to me. No questions asked. Okay.
Of course.
Last resort.
Are you the most persuasive person amongst us, Mo?
No.
Even Willow is like Willow's sitting in a corner, like reading like a magazine and reading it upside down because trying to figure out what's going on with it. Like literally, like no, I don't think you are.
I'm persuasive. I'm persuasive as hell.
So getting coffee with the detective was persuasive.
I don't see how that has anything to do with what I'm talking about right now.
Mm-hmm. Then goes back to the magazine and flips it around while like looking at like the pictures. It's just like, and looks back at their clothing. Should I change my clothes? Like literally wearing like drapey robes is the best way to put it. Like it still looks like New York Fashion Week chic is the best way to put it, but people don't dress like this on a regular basis.
It's the city. It'll be fine.
Should I change? Okay. Okay.
You look wonderful.
Why, thank you. But yeah, like you're not great at persuading people, no. I saw that from the short interaction I had with you when I talked to you for like literally 5 minutes.
You don't have to rub that in. Damn.
I'm not rubbing it in. Why would I do that? I didn't even touch you.
I'm the person. I'm sorry. I'm direct. I am the person that Andy talked to. I really don't think that me showing up with anyone else is going to be effective.
What was the excuse you gave him?
That it was a book that my husband had.
What about a friend of your husband's? A family member of your husband's?
Coworker?
Yeah.
Coworker?
Mo just kind of looks at you guys, much younger than she is.
Speaking of which, actually, when was this book made or acquired, or when was it first seen? It's 200 years ago?
About.
Not
It's hard to
500.
pinpoint exactly.
Mhm. And does it have descriptions of any past? It said that the visual of it changed.
Yeah, like it seems it kind of falls into people's hands and like I'd imagine like seems to be like what they need at that point in time. So like they like pick it up and take it with them. Seems to be what they're looking for, maybe. I don't know. It changes for what the person wants.
Gotcha.
Megan does give a quick thank you boo to the group chat with a heart.
Werewolf or werewolf wolf. Jesus Christ. Sorry. My bad. Wolf. I really the tongue-tiedness of today.
It
I'm
be
so
like
sorry,
that.
everyone.
Would you be
The
willowing?
wolf. Hmm?
I was about to say.
The willowing.
Willowing.
I still love that, mind you.
That's my
the
favorite
wolf.
one.
The wolf emoji says "Gotcha, bae," with a winky face. Cat responds back, "You owe me so much. You need to give me a slushie. 3 slushies, please." Stat. When you can. Heart. And A says, like, "Don't do anything dangerous without me. I will come find you."
Counting on it.
And just 2 equal signs, like, kind of to like narrow their eyes. Like, just like, I'm watching you. But yeah, but be safe is what A said. And then that's the end of it. So yes, Millie is like, so we will pretend to just be random book coffee drinkers. And Willow raises their hand like, so am I like showing up? Like I can be quiet and be in a corner and try that coffee to see what coffee's like, right? It's bitter. I can add sugar and
Yeah, I mean, not all
milk.
of it's bitter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, Willow. We're not going to ask you to do anything because there's not going to be a price for it.
Oh, I was just gonna show up. That was
That's
not an
fine.
offer.
You can come. You can come with
But
us.
if you ever need anything, it says with a nice smile, I am always here to
know.
help.
We know.
Just saying, just a lock of hair, just a little bit. That's all I would need. That's it.
Not getting anywhere near my hair.
Can you?
Or blood.
Could you take any of my hair? Does it have to be corporeal?
I could take some of your essence,
Hmm.
and I'd very much like that.
Hmm.
I won't do anything. I just keep them. Like just like drums their hands together.
I don't know if you understand how impossibly worse that is.
I'm sorry. But I will be in the sidelines. If you need me, of course, I will be sitting in a corner reading a human book of some sort.
Megan kind of points the right way to hold it.
Oh, I know. I
Okay.
just wanted to look at all the pictures from different angles. That's all. I feel like I should change my outfit because this is very not chic.
If you want to change, you can.
Looks back at themselves, look at the book, and then snaps her fingers and looks more casual. Like the shadows around them move to like be with a hoodie, a nice top, high-waisted jeans, knee-high boots. Hair is put into a bun, like a braided bun. It's like seems more New Yorkish, right?
Much.
Okay, not drawing attention. Not yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Like Willow stands up, and I'm assuming y'all make your way out. Sure. Cool. And with that, I would say we are gonna head to break as y'all get ready to go on your hopefully fine, entirely safe mission to pick up this book. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are now the cells all together, and they are heading towards a nice, quaint coffee shop in Brooklyn. Probably in Williamsburg. Williamsburg is a very hipstery type of location in New York City. It's near downtown Dumbo, which is down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, is what it's called. It's a silly place. Like, it's a great place. It's just that, like, again, it's one of those like very hipstery. We're just gonna use a general location mapping here. Y'all are making your way. Y'all probably took a train to get there. It's very quick, so probably like 20 to 30 minutes from where y'all are. And take it away as y'all are walking. It's probably gonna take like a 15-minute walk from the train to get to this location.
Do we have any idea like who we're looking for, like what they look like? You're just gonna sit at a random table?
I was just planning on looking for whoever had a book and looks nervous and was looking like they were going to meet somebody.
You're looking for someone who's anxious in a coffee shop with a book.
Listen, when you put it that way, I understand. Listen.
And you were saying that you were good with people.
I'm decent with folks.
I'm going to keep on bringing up this coffee situation every time you say that you're good with them.
You really don't have to. You don't have to do that. You don't have to.
Are we going to have like a signal for when you need help?
I was going to say who says I need help, but honestly, yeah, that's probably a good idea. How about I'm gonna just do it like this.
So
okay.
The general hand signal of someone swiping their hair behind their ear. Is that enough?
I mean,
it's
I
not
will
like.
be right there. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say I will be right there. I can like, I don't know, swipe the coffee up the
Cordelia,
table.
are you just like floating down the street of New York City as a ghost right now?
I should probably be invisible.
Roll to go invisible then. Roll weird for me.
Okay, so that's a 3, 6 plus 3. That's a 12.
Oh yeah, so you are invisible. You're kind of like, you've all practiced this before when you're in public. So I would say the Cordelia is in the center of y'all if you're all walking on the sidewalk. So it looks like y'all are talking to each other, not at a random empty mass of like emptiness is the best way to put it. So like Cordelia, you're probably nicely like between people and they know you're there because they can hear you. And no one would mistake someone not talking unless they're looking really hard at y'all for some reason. Yeah, so walking down the street. Sorry, whatever last thing people said.
Yeah, no. I can, if things get bad, I can be on the lookout for the signal and just throw some coffee off the table or something that's a bit more noticeable or need be. I don't know.
Okay.
Just shove the paper on the ground.
No, yeah, that's a good idea. It might honestly be the best for the best. I think it'll be fine.
Said no one ever, Millie said.
I feel like Megan just like lets that hang there.
I really would appreciate if y'all had more faith in me.
We do have faith in you to have our backs in battle. We have faith in you when it comes to making sure that we're okay and safe in any situation. But when it comes to interactions with human beings and other human beings, it's something that I've always questioned in general. Captain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. It's so good to know. It's so good to know that y'all have doubted me this entire time.
Not quite.
I know that I'm not usually the face of our team, but I believe that I can do this.
I believe you can too.
Thank you, Cordelia.
I didn't say anything bad.
Anyway.
I technically didn't say anything bad, Willow says. I just said the truth.
Anyway, we will settle ourselves at strategic points, make sure the exits are covered, Make sure that you're inconspicuous. We run this like any old op, okay?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I was
You
a
got it.
sergeant, but thank you.
Okay, Sarge.
That's better.
So y'all keep going. I would say that unless there's anything else y'all want to do while you're walking. Actually, actually, all of you. Actually, everyone except for Mo. Roll weird. Mo, roll sharp for me. So you're rolling something. You're just not rolling.
It's another 12 on my end.
Look at that. Okay. Oh, actually,
I'm so good at this.
okay, I failed. All right. So, actually, failed again. So Willow and Millie do not sense anything. So magic users, y'all sense that you are being looked at right now. You're not sure from where. I would say, who got the 12? Cordelia. You can like kind of pinpoint where it's coming from. It feels magically inclined, just in general. So someone is magically tapping in to look at y'all from somewhere. I would say when you're looking around, but all you can see, it's like high above like apartment buildings and stuff like that. All you see is like pigeons and birds and stuff like that. Maybe like people are peering out of a window maybe at you. But since you're walking, unless you want to stop to take a closer look, I would say you could do that. If not, there's that. Megan, I would say that you know where it's coming from, kind of, but not like the exact direction is the best way to put it. So you're kind of looking in the same direction, but Cordelia looks like she's onto it more. Mo, you feel like you're being looked at, like you get that shiver up your spine, like you know that feeling. You kind of trained on it, but you're not sure where it comes from. But you all kind of slow down. You're still moving, but you all get a weird, eerie feeling. And I would say Millie and Willow notice, because you all have reactions of some sort. Cordelia, did you want to do something?
Yeah, I will definitely try and stop and pinpoint where it's coming from.
Okay, so do that, and then I will follow up with next things.
Gotcha. So what should I do?
Investigate a mystery. I was trying to think about it.
Gotcha.
I was like, should I just do sharp or investigate a mystery?
Yeah. That is... It's a 7.
Okay.
But
Oh, was it close? Like, was it just a little too close?
It's double 3s.
Oh, okay.
I do have a +1. Right? Yeah, okay.
+1.
Okay.
So ask one question from the list.
Gotcha. Investigate a mystery. What sort of creature is it?
Good question. So it's not human. It is, you think, because you see a couple of birds up there, you see pigeons. And among the pigeons, you see a crow. That crow is looking directly at you.
Gotcha. Directly at me or directly at us?
You know, like, because you like made eye contact with it, so it like was looking at y'all, and now it's definitely looking at you.
Fair. Can I float up to it?
You totally can
It's
try.
invisible. We can't.
Yeah, you can't tell if she leaves or not. So that's the good thing.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I would say the only person that can would be Millie and Willow. So unless Megan, you want to do something to see if you can see Cordelia, but they can. So you see them, like, what's wrong, what's going on, and then you see their eyes kind of move up to follow something. So you might get the idea that Cordelia is moving somewhere else. Cordelia, what are you doing?
I would like to float up and just sort of get like eye level with the bird and just be like, "It's okay. You can say hi."
Hello.
Oh God.
You didn't think I was actually going to say hello, did you? I'm sorry, this is shutting. But yeah, like, hello.
No, I didn't. And who might you be?
Hello. Hello.
May I ask why you're spying on us?
And like starts like cleaning himself. Hello.
May I ask who you are beholden to? Do you have any friends?
Friends. Family. Hello.
Can I monster empathy this? It's a bird.
Yeah, you totally can, yes.
Oh.
Just do that.
That's a 1/6, so that's a 7 plus 3. That's a 10.
Get it. That is how many questions?
That is hold 2. So what does it desire most? What would it accept as good enough for now? Or what would distract it? I'll start off with what would it desire, or what it desires most.
To follow y'all.
Okie doke.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll go with what would be good? What would it accept as good enough?
If you tell it where you're going. And it will leave you alone. Follow. Follow. Hello. Hello.
Yes, if you want to follow us, then we're going to Belvedere Castle. I know we're a bit out of the way, but
Are you lying right now?
oh, 100%, I think.
Okay. I'm just checking. Like, so. Okay. Okay.
See you there.
See you. See you. And then it will start flapping its wings and it will make its way to the Belvedere.
Okay. I will then float back down.
All right. So while that was happening, y'all are down there. You see Cordelia. Well, you don't even see Cordelia. Cordelia floats up, is gone. You're like, where did Cordelia go?
It's probably close to
Millie's
the
like,
podcast.
Cordelia went up to that crow. She talking to a crow?
It must be important, I guess.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be surprised anymore, right? That's
No, I'm trying not to be, but I just I have a headache.
just feeling. All right, so Millie's like squinting their eyes, but like can't is trying to like look into something, but it doesn't seem to work. It's like, yeah, just a crow, I guess. Okay.
Should we have something follow it?
I mean, what can do we have? Is there something that can follow it?
I have an imp.
Do you have an imp? So do you want to use that imp?
Yeah, I'll use the imp. I do have to use magic to summon it.
Do you? Is it because I think it's just what does
It
it
must
say?
be summoned with use magic.
All right, yeah, use magic then.
Hey.
Y'all, you get it,
It
roll
runs in the
20.
family.
So you successfully summoned this. Okay. First of all, are you doing that in the middle of the street or
Probably in an alley.
so you're gonna like go off, let's say like walk up a little bit, turn into an alley,
Yeah.
and kind of crouch behind like trash cans, not
Yeah.
like directly. You're gonna summon this thing. It turns into this, you've seen it before, gaseous white smoke. Starts off invisible, then slowly becomes gaseous and white. See like a face in it, and it hovers there. And then it goes translucent again. You can kind of see the outline of it. And you tell it to follow Crow. And as that's happening, Cordelia is able to convince it to go to Belvedere Castle. And it goes in that direction. And that imp, still seeing that weird translucent look of it, follows after it. And you step back out of the alley. Y'all meet up again. Cordelia, what is the first thing you say as you go back into formation in the middle of this group?
Do any of you know anyone with a crow familiar, or that can turn into a crow? I don't think they turned into a crow. I don't.
It was a crow familiar.
I don't know. It seemed to be following us.
I couldn't tell. I just know it was a crow and it was looking at us. That's about it. But okay, kind of creepy.
Yeah, a little bit. Should we be concerned about that?
You could look into it later, but like, there's a lot of things that have crows or familiars.
I mean, the imp is following it, so it'll probably figure out who it belongs to.
All right. Well, as long as it's not following us, did you redirect it, or you just kind of flew off?
Yeah, no, I told it that where we were going, you know, Belvedere Castle.
Ah,
yeah.
Wink, wink.
I don't
Willow
think
makes a very confused face, like you're going to Belvedere Castle.
How else would you know I'm winking? I'm invisible.
Oh. I understand. Winks at open space. But yes. Onward.
Onward.
All right. Y'all make good time as you go moving forward and get to, I would say, like, really the next 5 minutes, unless someone else has anything they want to do. Y'all get to the coffee shop. All right. So you step into this coffee shop. It's very quiet and quaint. There's like a cashier there. There's a couple of people brewing lattes. There's not that many people in here for the time. Like, I would say it's like afternoon, maybe like 12 to 1 o'clock now. Oddly, for lunchtime rush, it's very quiet, but that's because of it being a bookstore / coffee shop. You look around. Y'all kind of, I would say, did y'all want to have a plan going in? Like, Jazz, you go in first, like Mo goes in first, and looks around.
Yeah, basically. I actually think that the others should go in first.
Okay.
And Mo come in last.
Right.
But yeah,
so everyone else, describe how y'all are setting up this plan of walking in then as a group of ragtag people. So it's Millie.
Oh, they don't necessarily have to go in together. I was just saying that we could stagger it. Or
okay, everyone go in at not Mo, sorry. Megan, what are you doing? How are you going in?
Megan probably goes in first, or is one of the first, and she goes up and she orders a coffee.
Okay.
It's gonna be surprisingly the frilliest coffee they have.
Awesome. So is this like a pumpkin spice, extra caramel, extra vanilla to add to make it super sugary?
I feel like she wouldn't go with pumpkin spice because it's too mainstream, but she'd go with another flavor that's fall-y.
Apple macchiato.
Yeah.
Apple crisp macchiato.
Yeah.
With the caramel drizzle on top.
Solid.
Whipped cream.
It's really solid with extra whipped cream. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They make it with practice ease as you go and take a seat in the coffee shop. So next, Cordelia, how are you going in? Even though no one can see you, where are you setting up?
I think that I would like to go in and try and suss out who it might be, just sort of floating above it all.
Just roll a sharp for me.
Yep. That is double twos.
I do not see this person. You wrote Marcus. Did you level up?
That's a 5. So if
yeah,
that counts, yep, I just leveled again.
Cool.
Oh
We're gonna talk
man.
about what's going on. Like we're gonna talk about like what your next level up is in general. But like, cool. So yeah, you look around. I would say you look around and you see a couple people. Some are like talking like really close, like they're someone cozying up on the window and reading books together. There's two people that are talking animately across from each other. They're on a date. One other person is like enjoying, clearly like happy, enjoying like a cup of like pumpkin spice latte, like, and is like, this is what they needed in that day. I personally are going to have you roll something. Yes.
Oh no, you can continue, please.
Okay, so I'm going to have you roll act under pressure.
That's
Oh no.
entirely fair. What do I add to this? It's cool. That's
It's cool. Good. So you feel the ping of like, man, I really wish I knew what a fucking pumpkin spice latte tastes like. I wish I could talk to someone and not have to go invisible and scare people, and just have a cozy, comfortable vibe situation like this where I meet with someone. And you think of a certain someone that you would have liked to do that with. But you're able to push it down really quickly and very expertly. Like, okay. Couldn't see the guy, couldn't find him. As you're looking over people's face, you get distracted by that feeling. Where are you going now that you try to look? Is there something you were going to do that you wanted to do?
I had an idea for what move to take.
Did you want to tell me now?
Sure. There's the Spirit Touched from the Pararomantic playbook, where where is it? Your experiences have made you sensitive to the supernatural. When you sense magical things, roll plus weird. And essentially there's like different tiers of like how well you can sense it. And so I was going to attempt to try that.
You can definitely use that. That's very helpful now. So like, yes, you can totally do that. I'm going to have to look it up. Did you want to do that now? Like roll it?
If I could, sure. But also I know that I don't want to take up too much time, but. And
I'll come back around. I'll come back around to you. I'm just going to let everyone come in.
Yep.
Willow comes in and walks up to the counter and tells, and you can see this, Megan. The Willow's just like, can I have your tallest, sugariest drink that you have? And the lady at the cashier is just like, I mean, vanilla latte is usually the sweetest thing. We can like sweeten up a pumpkin spice. It is the fall. There's also the apple crisp macchiato. And then we also have red velvet cupcake, even though like a red velvet cupcake latte with oat milk will makes it really sugary. And she's like, yes, that. I want that. and then this lady starts making this thing together. And Willow pulls out a wrinkled like a $5 bill, like really wrinkled old $5, $6, $7, like $7, and like puts it on the counter, slaps it on the counter. And the cashier's like, you don't like, thank you. That's a little too much. You can take the change. He's like, what is change? I don't understand. you take, and you gave me this. So you have that, and this is mine. And then Willow walks off and goes up to you, Megan, and sits in front of you. The cashier is very confused. But
Megan just nods at the cashier, like, just take it.
just take it. Millie walks in, does not get anything because Millie's not hungry. But like, I'm just gonna sit with them and look at the book and maybe get coffee later. But what's up? And walks over to y'all and sits down. Everyone's in. Mo, how do you come in?
I walk in. I scan the place, looking for my target. I mean, the person that I'm meeting.
Totally understandable, though. Makes sense for military personnel, former military personnel. Yep. So roll sharp for me.
Bum, 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 bum. Sharp.
Cool.
Sick.
So you know what you're doing. Like you've scoped people out. You know what your mark is. You were expecting to see a guy nervous, and stuff like that. But you see that he's in the far corner, like on the opposite side of the coffee shop. So if everyone's sitting on the right, he won't move very far in a corner. He's kind of keeping to himself. Oddly enough, he doesn't look bookish. He looks he looks like he works out. He has blonde hair, dark brown eyes. He's wearing athleisure wear. Blonde haircut on the sides, pushed back over his eyes. He looks very pale. Kind of opposite of someone that looks like they work out. It looks kind of like he's sick, to be honest. And he's looking around. His voice kind of told you a different story, like sounded very meek. But I would say that like don't judge a book by its cover, so maybe that is what he's like, right? And like he just works out because he works out, but you wanna find out more because you're curious why like he sounded one way on the phone and now he looks very different than what you expected. But yeah. So you look to him. He looks up at you, noticing that you're staring at him for a certain amount of time, and he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name."
Mo. You can call me Mo.
Hi, Andy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And shakes your hand.
Firm handshake.
And is very firm, kind of clammy. But he like, so you book, right? Like
yeah.
So yeah, you see that he has like a sling. Like it's like it's not like a fanny pack thing, it's a little bigger than that. Big enough to carry like a small book. And he's like, yeah, so before that, I should ask why you know about it, actually.
It took a long time to track it down. But essentially I got word that through a series of garage sales and bookstore sales, I had to track it down through several people before I got to you.
Manipulate someone.
Yep. I don't like lying. I like
You're kind of okay with people.
No, I know, because here's the thing is that's not the case.
I know. I was like, you're kind of good at people. You've been saying that this entire time. You've been trying to convince everyone of this entire time.
Yeah, I'm okay with people.
You're pretty okay with people, yeah. So do something right now to show that you mean it.
Do something right now. I will start patting my pockets like I'm looking for like my notes.
And you're doing
I wrote down.
It's. I'm sorry. Like you don't have to show me. Like it's. I get it.
Cool.
So it's a book that. So, my wife, isn't well. Is in the hospital. It's kind of touch and go. And we normally like to. There's a book that she used to love reading. It's like a book kind of about. It was a weird book. It was like a book about someone wrote it about being lost in the woods, like a young child being lost in the woods. And it's a book that she was able to find when she was younger, and it was like kind of like a young teen adult kind of book. And for a while she thought that she was crazy, like she's never seen this book, like she thought it was like a memory, like a like kind of not the right memory kind of thing. Maybe she made it up in her brain the day she found it. And I wanted to find that book for her, and I've been trying to go to see her, but every time I try, I can't. I don't know how to.
Why not?
I mean, I've only had it for like a few days, but I don't know. Like I always feel like I do, and then I where I'm getting ready to go see her, and it's just been a weird few weeks. And Cordelia, if you want to roll your, what's it called again?
Spirit touched.
Spirit touched. All right, so you're doing that, but he's telling you this, Mo. He looks a little out of it, a little confused.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that about your wife.
Cordelia, what did you get? Oh my god! Go back to digital dice. You go back to digital dice. Do it again. Okay, so, but yeah, so yeah, he's like, yeah, like she's almost on the mend. Like it's just, I'm surprised at being able to actually come out here. Actually, no, it's fine. We're just taking that failure. We're just taking that failure. It's worth a try. We tried. We really did.
We really tried.
It's all good. It's all good. You do not sense. Is there like a negative thing that happens if you fail?
It says on a 7 to 9, either choose sense them fully, but they notice you too, or you only sense impressions. So if you wanted to take that a step further, that's perfectly fine.
So it's either they sense it too, or you get an impression.
That was for 7 to 9, but I rolled
7 to 9.
I failed. Yeah.
It's okay. I didn't expect that. Hold on.
One sec, let me. Okay. I guess I'll just level twice this episode.
So okay.
Can't you take a new playbook if you level up again?
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't expect this episode. Okay, so Cordelia, you try to look for this item. You do sense it. It starts off very slow. It is, you see the Mo. You see the back of Mo, and you see this guy, like part of his face. And he has a sling, that's like on his back. And you sense like very like a tendrily essence kind of coming out of that bag for a split second. Mo, while he's trying to talk with you, he looks up. He's like, yeah, I've just been feeling weird. And then suddenly his demeanor changes and he looks at you and he's like, you didn't come alone, did you?
What do you mean?
You didn't come alone.
What a weird thing. Why are you changing? What? I don't know what you mean. Someone else is here and they are, and he like looks around you and he kind of, his like that pale look of his is still there, but now his face changes in a weird way. His eyes get a little darker, not like in a weird way, just like he's narrowing his eyes. He's starting to look angry. And he's like, this isn't for you're not getting this for your husband. Well, not necessarily. I mean, he's not with us anymore, but
that kind of makes him falter. Like, my condolences still.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Look, it's not what you're thinking. It's just that I need it.
Why do you need it?
What do you mean?
Why do you need it?
Because it's important to me.
It's important to me too. So why do you need it?
Because I had it first.
I think you're lying.
I think you're getting defensive for no reason.
No, I think it's for a reason. You want to take it from me. This is the closest thing I have to the time before.
I understand how that feels. I do. And maybe we can work something out where I take it for a little while and then I give it back. You said that you want to read it to your wife, don't you?
I do. But if you're going to take it, then I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to.
I promise you, that this is going to be okay.
Manipulate someone
Oh man.
with a -1.
What the heck? I already have a -1.
Well, -2, baby.
God damn.
Why did we have you do this?
Because I wasn't expecting the phone.
Hey, she was the one that wanted to do this. Okay. Is that taking a negative from it? Or
Yeah,
did you already
I took a negative.
Okay, fine. So do something right now to show that you mean it.
I think that like Mo just kind of reaches out and like kind of grasps him by the hand, and it's just like, I know how scared you must be and how desperate you must be to hold on to this. I get it. And if I could see my husband again, I'll do anything.
Yeah. You'll give it back?
I'll give it back.
Okay. And he like very hesitantly, like he squeezes your hand because he appreciated that, and takes it out and reach for his sling, kind of rotate it so like the front of it, like you can unzip it. He pulls out a book. Now, for a split second, hold on. Now I get to show stuff. Ooh. For a split second, you see something that looks like this. Like it looks like what you expected it to look like. It looks like a journal. It looks like it's been through some stuff. Actually, it looks like it might have been burned, scorched, drowned, like water damage. Pick a thing, right? Like that's what it looks like happened to it. But in a split second, it looks like something else to you. Like it literally lasted for maybe 2 seconds. And it looks like, I'm making this up for you.
Yay.
So there's a book. It's called Where the Forest Meets the Stars. It's a children's book that you and your husband used to read to your daughter, Sasha. It actually looks like that book. The spine is broken. There's dog ears. There's crayons on the margins and the lines you can kind of see peeking out at the edge. Some of the kids like draw their name on this, like they'll squeeze the book and they'll draw. Sasha is on the outside of it. You put that down in front of you.
Thank you.
What is your intention with this book? Are you just going to take it, and are you going to say anything to him after that, or?
She'll take it. She's not going to open it, but she does run her thumb over Sasha's name.
Hold on.
Oh dear.
Give me 1 second. I'm just verifying something. Roll weird for me.
Oh man, I'm bad at that.
You are bad at that.
Not as bad as Charm though. Hey.
Not as bad as Charm. That's very least bad.
Oh.
Okay. So.
Feels good.
So, you run your hand over where Sasha wrote her name, and then you feel a very strange impulse to open the book, and you failed, so you actually do open the book.
I'm sorry I scolded y'all.
Yeah, no, I was like okay. Like I was like, all right.
The dice
So
said
y'all can see that the book has been passed to Mo. There was like a bit of an altercation, like it looked like something was going to happen, and then it got diffused. And you're like, oh man, I'm so proud of Mo, like talking to people so well. And then she gets the book, and then she kind of freezes. You can't see because you see the back of her. Now, y'all can do what you want because y'all have a couple things y'all can do. Actually, I can do stuff too. But yeah, go ahead.
Can we see that she's going to open it or no? Because her back's to us.
No, the back of her back's to y'all.
Oh, okay.
There's something I believe Cordelia can do, and I'm getting ready to. I failed again. So.
I mean, can I just phase over to where Mo is and hold the book closed?
I'm not sure if you would know that's what's happening. So I would say, I'll give you this if you can roll empathy for me first.
Empathy? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That double fives.
Awesome. Okay, and that's with weird, right? So that's 13.
I believe 13. I think.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yes.
So you get a full understanding of what's going on. So first, let's say you activated empathy, as like the tension was happening, you sense that like Andy is getting tense. Then you see Mo. Like Mo's like, oh, it's okay, it's all right, and is able to talk that energy down back to like a mellow vibe. Then you see movement, so clearly the book is being presented. Then there's Mo being like, oh, okay. And then there's a sharp turn to grief all of a sudden. Sharp turn to sadness, memory, like positive times, but in a sad way. And you remember that the book changes for people. And I would say you won't know that she's getting ready to open it, but you can float over to see what's going on. And I'm not sure if you're going to have time to stop her from opening it.
Gotcha. I will do that. I will float over, and if things are about to turn, I will get ready as best I can.
Okay, so, well, you open the book. The first page, it's like a dedication. It's not a normal dedication. It doesn't say like, oh, dedicated to my wife, or dedicated to my children, or dedicated to my friends, whatever. It says, your ever after begins now. ... And as you turn the page to open the book, you notice that your thumb is pricked, as if you got a paper cut. Cordelia, I knew it was good. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I just thought that you were going to roll well enough to avoid it.
I didn't.
Can I
Story said no, dice said no.
Yes.
Can I ask how Mo is holding the book? Is it like with one hand and flipping the pages with the other, or?
I would say, actually, Mo, how would you be opening this?
Well, how big is it? Is it like Goodnight Moon, or is it like?
Not like that big. It's like a small book. I think is the best way to put it.
Probably in one hand then, and flipping.
One hand, and then the other hand is turning the page. Okay.
Turning the page. Yeah.
Can I just try to like squeeze Mo's wrist or like hand to try and make her drop it?
Yes.
Smack it.
Roll, kick some ass.
I just want to point out that Mo is also the one whose name was.
I know. I was like,
man.
I'm like, I have a feeling.
Stole my name, stole my blood. I don't got a lot left.
That is a 7.
All right, 7. So, so you do that. What did you want to choose for? If you wanted just to have it where like you're just trying to get her to drop it.
I'm just trying to get her to
do anything special. But what's going to happen is, Mo, you're going to like immediately hit Cordelia. So you take 1 damage. It's very automatic. You did not even think about it. It was not something that you even considered right now. So Cordelia, you grab down really tight. Mo drops the book. And then Mo, you essentially automatically hit Cordelia. Cordelia, that hurt. That does not happen. Like, that did not happen. That I'm going to say that actually bypassed your immortality.
Okay.
So like that hurts. You
so
felt that.
powerful now.
That is not, and you literally. So what ends up happening is Cordelia, you get hit, you get pushed back, and you hit against the counter. A mug falls and shatters to the ground. So a lot of stuff happened. No one saw what exactly happened because you're invisible, but something happened. Andy automatically stands up. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what just I look around. I can't see Cordelia, but I look around for her.
Cordelia. I'm not even sure if you know you did what you did. Like, you literally do not know that you moved. Like, you just
okay.
So you don't even know if you hit Cordelia.
Okay.
So it was like and oddly enough, can you roll sharp for me?
Me? I can try.
You can do your best.
I can do my best. Where were you? Where were you?
Where were you? I needed you. It's good for me though, as a storyteller. I'm just saying. So, you notice pretty quickly when you look back at him that those warm brown eyes become more lively. His skin becomes more skin touched, sun kissed. See what I'm talking about? Sun kissed. Slowly, like life is returning to his face. He's like, Mo, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you need me to get you something? Like, you look like you. Yeah.
No.
Like, I can get you like a coffee or like water.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you though. I pick up the book.
Why did we meet up?
No reason. Just because we clicked. But honestly, I don't think it's working out.
I mean, I would not go on a date because I have a wife, but
that is exactly why it wouldn't work out. Mm-hmm. So thank you. It was nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you too. You seem very pleasant. Good luck to anyone who does cross your path. But yeah, and he like gets up, throws a sling over his shoulder, like, okay, but yeah, take care. It was nice meeting you, and he leaves.
I turn around and look for the others.
I will float on back over, and just in a very short, serious tone, as quiet as I can, so that no one else in the cafe hears the disembodied voice, but just go, Mo, hand me the book.
Megan will be like, take up a napkin and like try and pick up the book with the napkin. I have the most experience with artifacts. Maybe let me hold this one.
Roll weird for me.
I thought that I was already holding it. The book.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you picked it up yet. Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, so like, okay, so you still have it. So yeah, unless you're actively going to hand it to someone, which
I mean,
no, you're not.
I was gonna say I was up to you, but that's what the only reason.
It would be a contested roll of someone's voice. Hold on. It would be a contested roll of tough. If you want to like, for you, not to fight someone, just to push past something. If you want to hand it to someone else.
No.
You keeping it? Okay.
I'll keep it.
Can you do something
wants to fight me for it?
Can you do something for me, Mo?
Mm-hmm.
So, add +1 to your weird.
Ooh, fun!
Sure. But you have a +1 to your weird right now. Just note that it might be temporary.
That's fine.
Okay. Cool.
We're dealing with a lightener.
Anyway, change the subject.
Willow's like, so how did that go? It sounded like something bad happened over here. You can see like a couple of the cashiers running around to the front to clean up the shattered mug. You threw Cordelia.
What?
I did?
Cordelia. Threw me.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God, are you okay? What do you mean I threw you? That's impossible.
I mean, it hurt.
Are you okay?
I don't get hurt.
He's just seen it.
It's fine. I got it. It's the right one, and it's fine. We gotta get back to headquarters.
Millie like looks at you. Actually, hold on. No, Millie doesn't see anything. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening. Millie doesn't see anything. So like Millie's like, sure, we should get it back to. Are you okay?
Yeah. It took me off guard. That's all. It looks like it just took me off guard.
Can we see that Mo's bleeding?
Mo looked down at your hand, and you remember that there was a cut there. But when you look back down, it is gone. But you see a tiny little scar on your thumb.
Huh.
Everything okay?
Probably.
That doesn't make me feel great.
Sorry. There's just a lot. I don't really understand.
Should we look into it more? Like, did you read it?
Do I remember that I read it?
You do remember that you read it, yes.
Yeah.
Mo.
Look.
Didn't you just tell us?
I did.
Not to read
it? And I fully meant not to read it, but then I don't know. I got a hold of it and
then you magically hit Cordelia without realizing it.
We should get this back to headquarters.
Yeah,
we should get this back to headquarters.
that sounds like a really great idea, and you should probably get checked out, just in general.
Yeah, I should.
Okay.
I should.
I don't like that you keep on like next time, like, and Millie like, can one of us go instead? Like, it doesn't have to be you all the time.
I would rather it be me, frankly, than one of you. But it's fine. We figured it out last time. We'll figure it out this time.
You don't need to be the hero, Mo.
I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm just disgusting. Let's not do that.
But Mom.
Don't but Mom me. Let's
Willow
get back.
Like snickers in the corner as like they continue sipping their
super
they have like the red velvet latte.
Which sounds incredible.
It does.
But no, it tastes great. When I've had it before, it's phenomenal. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm just like giggling in the corner and drinking this very sweet treat over there. Like, so let's go back to headquarters. And stuff like that. I will say, we're going to end here. As y'all are heading back to headquarters, we're going to have a little bit of a scene. As y'all are walking back, you go back to Theo back at headquarters. They're briskly walking through or down to the lore section. They had just come from that little secret area that y'all normally go to. Some of y'all left notes behind, by the way, because y'all left in a rush. They're reading through, and you see that they took some notes to like look through briskly. And then suddenly they're like, fuck. And they go towards that lore library that Cordelia you had went to, and saw that there's a whole bunch of journals pulled out, like journal knowledge about like cursed journals. And they are like, okay, I hope it's not the one I think it is. And then they're gonna go and they're gonna start doing research furiously. They're looking, but they seem to know how to narrow down further what they're looking for. So where you had 187 books, they narrowed down to 20 really quickly. And they take them, look around, and then leave. They actually leave the floor, but you're not sure where they go. And as they step into the elevator, they take a deep breath. I hope it's not Mo. As the door closes. And that's where we're going to end, everyone. Thank you all so much for participating, being here with us. Y'all are phenomenal. I love everything y'all did. It was a treat. It was fan. Thank you. Without further ado, we'll kick it off with Mo. Jess, who are you and where can people find you?
What up? My name is Jazz. I'm great at getting into trouble.
For sure.
For sure. You can find me on Twitter at @CinderScoria. You can also find me here at Girls Run These Worlds. You can find me at Queen's Court Games. You can find me, oh my gosh, at Zeal Zaddy's channel on Tuesdays, although not right now, we're on hiatus. And you can find me at Being Ace, the anthology for short story Ace-centric short stories.
Yeah.
That'll be out next fall if you were interested in that. I do write. I know that's weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's just that I don't mention it very often. So yeah, I do write stuff. Yeah.
Can't wait to see it when it does come out. Is it out? Or is it
not
out?
yet? Not yet. Next fall.
Okay.
One year.
Next one. 1 year. Okay. I'll wait. Cool. And then we have Red.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. I'm found on a variety of streams as well. The easiest place to kind of figure that out is actually on my Twitter, and because people tag me and stuff that I'm on, so that's probably the easiest place to find my schedule. But I'm one of the co-founders of Huntsman's Hydra and their TTRPG channel, where we have a variety of games. Where I run a lot of horror games, which are for October. So, yeah.
Awesome. Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at Iris Wyndham VO and Iris Wyndham respectively. And then I do voice acting. Not much, but I'm getting there. You can find me here, of course. And soon, hopefully, some more streams, but to be announced. Yes.
Awesome. And Vin is not here. Vin will probably be with us soon, so stay tuned. You can follow Vin at VinVoxVA on Twitter. They are normally putting out casting calls for voice acting. They're in a lot of stuff, so please go over to their Go over to their Twitter to find those things because they are doing a lot. Like that is impressive. But yes, hello. I'm Sade or Ambrose, she, they. You can find me obviously here next Monday. You can also find me on Fables. I think our season finale is coming up this coming Friday for that, and it's getting intense. I love it. So check that out. You can also find me in a couple of other things. You probably find me on Care and Comfort, Dana Gaming, or here, Girls Run These Worlds. You can also find me on the Lovely Craftings podcast, where we just did our final episode, the epilogue, and wrapped up a full 4-year season finally. So it was heartfelt. It was intense. I still have feelings, a lot of feelings. Please, if you ever have the chance, support us by either following us on our Discord or listening, because I play a daddy detective, and that is a term that I play Damien essentially, but like different.
I wasn't gonna say
different vibes. Yeah, he's older and more gray and done with people's shit. Glenn Bishop. Check out Daddy Glenn on the Lovely Craftings podcast, season 3 and 4. So yes, thank you all so much for sticking around. Without further ado, we're going to be raiding over to Essie. They are a player on the Wednesday stream D&D Roll for Luck. They are on the channel ESD D&D, so as D&D, I'm assuming is how it's pronounced. I apologize if I pronounced it wrong. And we're going to be raiding over to them. So again, thank you all so much for sticking around and watching this and watching Mo get into stuff once again. You know you did. You knew this is you. Come on, come on.
I feel like attacked.
I mean, granted, the dice did not do any favors, but also
The dice like a good story. It's fine.
Yes. So yes, thank you all. And please take care. Bye.